Oh my gosh. Yeah, so weird. Alright, let me know when I'm back. Ew, my hand is still gross. T. Okay, it looks like I'm back. I have no freaking clue what just happened there. Like, my lights flipped, and all of a sudden it was like, we have stopped your broadcast. I'm like, okay, but why? And I have no idea. But I'm back now. Yay. So we're going to try and do my next round, which is going to be, I know, right? We can all breathe now. All right, and I'm going to try my best to not put too much epoxy in these like I did on the previous round. So very little is I think the byword here. Like, less is more. Okay, so I'm dropping significantly less epoxy into these holes than I did the holes previously. Except for that first one. Alright, so now we're going to do the same thing. Something networky. It's true, but what networky? I didn't do anything to offend the gods of the networky as far as I know. And yet. So here's an interesting thing about my cubic zirconias is these aren't calibrated either. Like, look at, that one's so much bigger than the rest of them. Like, I think I'm actually going to yank that one out because it is unnecessarily large, as is this one. Which incidentally will give me a better opportunity to do some cleaning off of that epoxy. Right? Oh dear. And I think there's probably still enough epoxy in those holes to hold my new stones in. But yeah, so once again, it's a crazy thing. When you first, start working with stones and things, and you're like, but you say you are this size. Why are you not this size? Because it just isn't. Just how it goes. Maybe there's not enough in there. So yeah, it is just one of those really ridiculous things where you're like, I really have to pay extra to make sure these are all the size they say they are. Okay, fine. And the thing is, you don't always need them to be exactly that size. So sometimes you can get away with weird non-calibrated sizes. But not always. Okay, so now we're going to, alright, so I fixed those and now I'm going to continue around this is my second circle. Also kind of goes without saying that this is a really good project for stones that are broken or chipped, especially on the back side. Yes, that one totally just flung, and I don't even know where it flung. Somewhere over there, I think. Because the back of your stone is going to be totally hidden. So if you have stones that are messed up on the back side, this is a good project to use them up on. Alright, another thing I am noticing when I'm doing this is that I should have paid better attention to the depth of what I did with my setting burr, because some of my stones are sticking out more than others. So once again, live and learn. Things for the next project. This is also where a drill press would come in handy, because on a drill press you can set a stop so that all of your holes are exactly the same depth. Alright, now I'm going to do my last outsides. Not that much, just a little bit. Tiny bit. And my epoxy is starting to get stickier. which means that it's coming to the end of its pot life, so it's a good thing that I'm coming to the end of this project. So once again, you can really use anything for this. You can use rhinestones, which once again, if you're wanting sparkle, rhinestones are definitely the way to go because any clear gemstones are just going to die between the wood and the glue. You can use cabochon stones. You can use anything except clear gemstones. So these are on my prototype. These are actually rhinestones, not cubic zirconias. Okay, so I've got all of my glue in there, so now let's grab my picking up tool. And start dropping these babies in there. And I might, if some of these are really egregiously too high, I might pop them out and go back in and redo the holes, but I want to wait till my epoxy is dried before I do that because otherwise it's just going to gum up my setting burrs. And setting burrs, whilst not being the most expensive drill bits out there, are not the least expensive drill bits out there either. So if I can, manage to avoid getting them all full of gunk, I absolutely will do that. Alright, I am close to the end of this. Now I'm just dropping cubic zirconias everywhere, so that's a thing. But the setting tool is really nice and, in my opinion, so much easier to use than a tweezers. So much easier to use than a tweezers. Granted, you are going to have the occasional casualty like that, but and actually, just if anybody wants to see like what does happen when you put cubic zirconia in there, that's transparent. It looks like that. So you lose a good percentage of the sparkle and the fire of the cubic zirconia or any other clear faceted stone because you don't have anything behind it like shiny metal to make it sparkle. You're chipped. Oh, you're sexy. Okay, so there we go. That's my little design with all my little dots and everything. And I can clean the wax off of the surface of these if there is any with my rubbing alcohol, but I'm going to wait to do that until after my epoxy has dried because it can grab the stones and just, pull them out of the settings. And I just spent a solid amount of time putting them into the settings, so I don't want to pull them out quite yet. Yeah, so that's it. That really is the whole project. So I just think that it has so many fun applications, and like I said, I'm definitely going to be trying some larger stones, some more kind of interesting abstract designs. So we definitely will be doing this again on the Beating Dream stream, and I do have a nice big hole so I can put it on a leather. These blocks are not small. I asked the gentleman who cut these for me if I could use some of his scraps to do the project, and he said, oh, sure. And so he brought in his scraps, and they were all like this big. I was like, okay, no, that's not what I was envisioning when I said scraps. So he custom cut these for me but they're still a little, they're 2 inches by 1.5 inches, and they are about 3/8 of an inch thick. Yes, one could probably get a design laser cut, absolutely, and then you would have consistent depth of the holes. So that is also something to think about for future projects. But for now, hey, here we go. We did it. Looks pretty cool. So that is our gemstone wood inlay pendant. So thank you all so much. I'm really afraid I'm going to put my hand in that again. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us on the Beading Dreams Saturday evening live tutorial stream. I'm Allison from Beading Dreams in Dallas, Texas. We are an actual brick and mortar retail bead store. We're here on Lovers Lane. There we go. Yeah, we're here on Lovers Lane in Dallas. 6 days a week. We're here Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. If you're not local in Dallas, you can find us on this channel, twitch.tv/Beading Dream, 5 times a week with complimentary tutorials. We are here on this channel Wednesday through Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time, plus Thursdays at noon, and we have live merchandise sales every Wednesday and every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. That means it is a sale night. So we are going to start around 7:45 tonight, so I have about 30 minutes to prep cocktails, sale merchandise, and other fun things. So that means that you have 30 minutes before the sale to, oh my, okay, I really need a better solution for my hammers. You got 30 minutes before the sale to mix yourself a drink. We are doing Martini Month continues. We are doing Mexican martinis, aka, basically a variation on a margarita. So if you feel like getting your tequila on tonight, you can find that recipe on, it's actually a link to a blog. So I did put that up today on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. So you can grab that recipe off of any of those social media platforms. Mix yourself a drink if you're so inclined. Get a snack, get something to hydrate, and get comfy, get cozy, get ready for some retail bead therapy in the comfort of your living room, office, or wherever you are watching the Beading Dreams stream. So I am off to prepare for cocktails and streaming. So I'll see y'all back on this channel, twitch.tv/Beading Dream, in about half an hour for the live sale. If I'm not going to see you for the live sale, thanks for hanging out for the tutorial. And we'll be back on this channel, twitch.tv/Beading Dream, with a new tutorial on Wednesday of next week at 6 p.m. It's going to be a wire bracelet tutorial, I believe. So if we're not going to see you for the sale later tonight, we will look forward to seeing you all then. So everyone, have a great night. Have a great half an hour, those of you who are coming back for the sale, and I will see y'all back on this channel very, very soon.